meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat. And like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here. There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to softball at Itawamba Community College. I'm Michael Upton alongside Adam Gore. We're here and proud to host this game between Wallace State and Jones College, two teams that have joined us here for one of four games on the day. If you didn't tune in earlier, DMAC, Des Moines Area College, beat Itawamba 5-3 in a very good game. It started at 12. This is our second game of the day, and we've got Jones was the home team. They come in with a record of 12-4. Wallace State at the plate comes in a record of 10-6.
And we're only 15 minutes behind schedule, so in the world of softball, that's a win.
Yeah, we're doing well. So there goes your guarantee first pitch. Grounds out 1-3 from the pitcher to the first baseman. That Guarantee Bank first pitch coming to you at 2:15 p.m.
Well, that's what you like to see if you're a Jones fan right now. One pitch, one out. Expect this to be a really good ball game here as well, as these are four of the top teams over the country over the last 10 years. So pretty good day of softball here in Fulton.
This is Phillips, the center fielder for Wallace at the plate. Pitch low to the outside. Called a ball. In the circle for Jones is number 2. Just lost it. Getting her first name, Rihanna Neiman, pitching for the Jones Bobcats today. And pitch a little more to the umpire's liking, down the middle. Evens your count at 1-1. Get you some stats on Neiman here between batters. That pitch, nice movement, starts high, kind of drops in for the strike. Goes to 1-2 on Phillips, the center fielder for Wallace State. She comes in batting .364 on the year. Gets her looking, just gets that outside corner. It's the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Neiman.
Yeah, clutch pitch right there. Came back, found that outside part of the corner of the plate. Able to nip that paint and get it in there for strike 3.
Neiman comes in. This is her 9th appearance. Has 9th start. 7 wins and 1 loss. That one a ball low to the inside on the batter. This is the second baseman, Wheeler, for Wallace State. Back to Neiman, the pitcher. She comes in with only 6 earned runs on the year, 11 walks, and impressive 45 strikeouts. So she gets ready to pitch to Wheeler. That one a little high, but umpire calls it strike, so batter's going to start to recognize where he's going to call the zone in this game.
A lot like the first game. The strike zone was more up than it was down.
It was, but it was consistent with that other umpire, so leads to some more offense. She gets a hold of that one, flies deep to right, and there the right fielder gets under it, secures it easily. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Jones, and we will keep it here and give you your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. So for Wallace State, leading off was Carton, the right fielder. Batting second was Phillips, the center fielder. Batting third and getting the last out there was Wheeler, the second baseman. Batting fourth and cleanup will be Rouse, the third baseman. Taylor, the first baseman, bats fifth. Word, the designated player, batting the sixth spot. Batting seventh is Foster, the shortstop. Batting eighth is Hollyhard, the left fielder. And batting at the bottom is Hall, the catcher. The flex position for Wallace is Simon, the pitcher. The lineup for Jones. Leading off is going to be Montana, the center fielder. Should be followed by Bohr, the second baseman. And batting third will be Mizell, the third baseman. Batting cleanup at the first baseman spot is Sawyer, followed by Stevenson, the designated player. Fontenot, the shortstop, bats sixth. Jones, the right fielder, bats seventh. Batting eighth is the catcher, Chenault. And rounding up the lineup is Jackson, the left fielder. The pitcher you saw there in the flex position for Jones is Neiman.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups there for both teams, ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, and the good thing is we don't have a hand in the dice game right now. We're going to be able to sit back and enjoy this game this afternoon between two high-quality opponents. As we said, we're expecting to see a lot of good softball here over the next this quadruple header.
All right, so pitching today in this leading off this game is Simon, and I got to get her number because they have two pitchers named Simon. This one is Emily Simon. This is her 7th appearance. She has 5 wins, 1 loss. She's given up 16 earned runs, walked 21, and struck out 26. So leading off for Jones is Montana, the center fielder. She looks at one. It's a little low for the umpire's liking. Going to go ball 1 there.
It was kind of a loud bark. Didn't know if he called it a ball or a strike, but
yeah,
never showed emotion.
Most umpires pretty quiet on the ball, but he was talking there. Montana comes in batting .320 today. Ball 2. She does have a lot of speed. Leads Jones with 11 stolen bases, and so that's probably one of the reasons they have her with a good average and a lot of speed leading off. You want to get her on, create some early runs and some early action on the base pass. Simon delivers that one to the outside corner. Gets the strike. So now Montana looks at a 2-1 count. Defense for Wallace playing just traditional straight away. Pitch. Drives that one right in the gap between the shortstop and the third baseman. Easy single for Montana. Left fielder gets it back in quickly.
Yeah, nice start to the contest there for Jones. Want to try to come out, and they're always aggressive on the bases. So with a leadoff runner on, as you said, likes to move a lot. Can cause some problems here early.
This brings to the plate Emma Moore, playing second base today. She's batting .400 on the year, 10 RBI, and a home run. But as you said, we expect to see Montana moving for sure. First pitch, call a strike. Montana did not attempt to go there. Simon checks her wrist, gets ready to go in. Second pitch, bounces in the dirt, and there goes Montana. Easily stand up, taking it on the pass ball.
That's what we said, Jones, they're going to present those opportunities. They're going to take advantage of them, and a good job of recognizing the ball got far enough away from the catcher that she was able to move forward. And looked like that one may have come off of her arm. So the umpire is going to do the right thing here and walk the ball out to the pitcher and allow the catcher to gather herself out here.
Yeah, she needs to stretch that out, kind of took a weird hop bounce, like you said.
Look, it got it
to the arm.
Right to the left of the protective gear there in that shoulder.
So Moore steps back into the box. Simon checking for the pitch call. Ray delivers. Stroke down the right field line, and that one's going to be foul ball down the right field line. But a bit of a pop there from Moore. Like I said, she has 1 home run on the year, 2 doubles as well, so she's 400 average, but obviously got a little power. She can get the ball moving when she wants. So that moves the count to 1-2. Pitch up for ball 2, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the second batter for Jones. Have a runner on second after the pass ball. Moore looking to drive Montana in and crack open this game early. And there's a shot right up the middle. That'll be an easy come around and score for Montana. Center fielder does throw it all the way to home, but Moore stays at first base. So Jones takes the early 1-0 lead.
Nice piece of hitting right there. You saw they able to cash in when that ball got away from the catcher earlier, and that's what the Bobcats do. They get out there, they cause issues, and like to cause other teams to kind of think a little bit, get in their head early, and good job there by Jones to strike first.
This is going to bring Mizell, the third baseman, to bat for Jones. Looks at a strike on pitch 1. She comes in batting .455 on the year. She has 5 hits, 2 of those being doubles, but 3 home runs. So a lot of power in this 3 spot here for Jones. Simon delivers the pitch up high. Evens the count there at 1-1. So these Jones batters so far being patient, letting Simon to set up where she wants to pitch, getting a look at her, and then they're going out and finding that ball and just driving it through the hole. Gets a hold of that one, fouls it back off the screen, bounces back to the catcher. So now the count is going to go to 1-2. Mizell. Pitch out and a quick throw back down to first, but Moore able to slide back under with no trouble. Nice effort there by the catcher for Wallace. Hall. Try to catch her on that snap throw. So the count remains 2-2. That one low, almost in the dirt, but good job that time by Hall to cover that one up, not let this one get by. Brings it to a full count for Mizell. So we'll see what Simon has got in the tank to try to catch her on this 3-2 pitch. And it is up and called ball 4. So she draws the base on balls.
Close enough she had to pause on it for a second. And I think, again, we've seen the unplayed umpire. He sometimes barks on a ball, sometimes doesn't. And when he did say something there, it kind of made her hesitate, thinking he might have called strike 3.
Yeah, he's vocal, which is good. Sometimes we get umpires that don't say or do anything to help out the broadcast booth. But you saw her definitely wait and clarify what he was saying. So that brings the cleanup batter, Sawyer, the first baseman, to the plate. She looks at the first pitch, a little bit low, but a strike. Right there at the knees. Sawyer comes in batting .366, leads the team with 21 RBIs, also has 15 walks, so good batter in this cleanup position for Jones. Simon sends a pitch in, a little inside there. It's going to be ball 1. So Jones with the early 1-0 lead, threatening to break it open even wider with runners on first and second and still no outs here. Simon looking to find the first out of the inning for Wallace. That one low, over the plate into the dirt. Ball 2. And again, these Jones batters patient, watching, finding what they need to find. Pitch right down the middle. She looks at it for strike 2. So the 2-2 count here. Simon wanting to find a strikeout. Sawyer wanting to drive this one into a gap and score a couple more. That one low in the dirt again. Runs it to the second full count in a row for the pitcher, Simon.
Not a bad pitch. One of those that you know that she's going to be aggressive at the plate. Just fell off the table a bit too soon.
And again, as I've said, highlighting the patience of these Jones batters as well. Comes the payoff pitch. She strokes it right into the left center gap. That's going to bring in one. Let's see if they will hold the other runner at third. And the ball gets by, and they're going to try to send her home. Play at the plate, and a bad throw. So Jones scores 2 on the single. And then the throw that allows the off throw allows a runner to come from third home and allows the runner from first to go to second.
Yeah, so E8 ultimately on that play that allowed all the extra shenanigans to go on at the conclusion of that one. But Jones did a good job of cashing in again. As we said, that's what they like to do. They like to cause the issue, force the issue a little bit. And now they're up 3-0. Still no out in the inning.
And runner still in scoring position with Sawyer ending up at second base after all that. That brings up Stevenson, the designated player, in the 5th position. It's going to be Steve Urson with an R. She looks at strike 1. We've seen Simon get ahead of all the batters with a strike 1. As I said, they've been patient, but then she's not being able to finish them off. So we'll see if anything changes here. The catcher's going to go out and have a brief talk with her. Stevenson comes in batting .313, 15 hits, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs on the year. So power in this 3-4-5 spot for Jones.
It's like Wallace is going to maybe start sending someone to get loose in the bullpen.
That pitch up and outside evens the count on Stevenson to 1-1.
They're not in a hurry, whoever it is getting them loose over there, so not hitting the panic button just yet.
All right, ball 2, so 2-1. And they do have a game after this one, immediately after this one as well. So sometimes you see teams warming up their second game pitcher earlier than you'd think, but we'll see what happens. Simon looks in. This pitch to Stevenson. She gets that one, grounds it straight to the third baseman, so it's a 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. That does advance Sawyer over to third base.
Well, a productive out. That's what you want. If you can't get on base, you want to get an out to that side of the infield, to the right side. That way you can advance the runner and put him in scoring position for a position like this.
Brings up the shortstop, Meredith Fontenot, batting .364 on the year, with an RBI opportunity here with only 1 out and a runner on third. That ball high for ball 1. And unofficially, I think that's the first batter that she has not thrown a first pitch strike to. Follows it up a little bit lower and gets strike 1 there.
Yeah, good adjustment that time. She's trying to paint that outside corner against these batters, and she's just haven't quite found the zone the umpire's looking for right now.
Looks at her wrist, gets ready for the pitch. Oh, healthy cut there by Fontenot. Swings just over it. So now Simon ahead, 1-2. Looking to find a way to stop this early bleeding in the bottom of the first inning. Fontenot looks at that one high. Count goes to 2-2.
Really need to find this out here with the strikeout to see if you can get out of this inning with minimum damage done.
Pitch goes in, a strike right up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there by Fontenot. Just drives it right up the middle where we've seen most of the hits go, and that's going to drive in Sawyer on the RBI for the 4th run of the day. Excuse me, third run of the day.
4th run. Yeah, they hadn't put it on the board yet.
Yes, because Mizell scored as well.
Yep.
So an RBI single for Fontenot keeps the merry-go running.
Jones bats doing Jones things. That's what they do. Again, they just work themselves into a hitter's count, and they're able to take advantage.
All right, ball
one.
Ball one on the outside. This batter for Jones is Jones, the right fielder. McKinley Jones batting .258. Has 10 RBI on the year. She also has 1 double, 1 triple, and 1 home run. That ball got that lower corner for the strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. So Jones wanting to keep this inning going, keep it moving, keep running those runners around while Simon and Wallace is looking for some way to stop it. Ball on the outside. Hall, the catcher, looks back at first base, seeing if she can catch Fontenot, but does not make the snap throw. So 2-1 count to Jones. Ball was kind of down the middle, but a little bit high for the umpire's liking, so runs it to 3-1. Simon finds herself way behind this batter. So Jones can be selective here. She's hoping to find that middle hole that all of her teammates have found so far. She just takes ball 4. So now, first and second for Jones. This is going to bring up the catcher, Chenault. Madeline Chenault.
Looks like we're going to have a quick visit to the circle here, so let's take a quick timeout here from Guaranteed Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half bacon cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza is the world's greatest combination.
Carl? What are you doing here? You're picking up for a friend, right?
I'm sorry, PB&J. Here, try some for yourself.
How dare you?
Order online to try slices and sticks with bacon or jalapeno for $7.99. Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the meeting at the mound, Wallace makes no changes. I just want to talk to Simon and restore her confidence just a little bit. So to recap, Jones has already scored 4 in the bottom of the first. There's only 1 out. They have runners on first and second with Chenault at the plate. She watches one right down the middle for strike 1. Chenault's batting .227. Has 5 hits, a pair of doubles, a couple RBIs on the year. She swings and misses at that one. So quickly behind 0-2.
Well, good conversation to get the pitcher kind of settle down a little bit, get her refocused, and a good answer as she's heading the count now 0-2.
Yeah, definitely, as you said, needing to find some way to get to out 2 and then get to out 3. That pitch outside and go for ball 1. But not a bad spot to see if you can get her to chase once you're 0-2. First opportunity that Simon's had to be that far ahead of a batter to test them. So Simon gets the pitch from the dugout, delivers. Chenault gets a piece of that one, fouls it back into the net. Your count will remain 1-2. Simon gets ready, delivers a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the second. Oh, this is the first Renaissance Bank strikeout for Simon.
Beautiful off-speed pitch, kind of trailing away from the batter that time. Couldn't get her to hold off of that one, so a nice job finding that second out.
This brings to the plate the 9th batter of the inning, Elsie Jackson, the left fielder. She bats .344, has 11 hits, 3 RBI. Pitch 1 is on the lower outside corner, but call the ball. So 2 outs, runners on first and second for Jones with 4 already scored. Jackson looking to keep the inning alive. Looks another one low. Ball 2. She kind of had a run in motion there. We'll see if she's going to kind of give a running hit, slap hit kind of a motion to keep this inning going. That one up, but ball 3. So Simon finds herself, after getting the 3-pitch strikeout on Chenault, now finds herself in the hole 3-0 against Jackson.
Got to be careful here.
That one right down the middle. Jackson taking the whole way with a 3-0 count. Got to make that pitcher earn those strikes. Don't give it to him easy. Simon looks in, delivers a pitch. Swing and a miss by Jackson.
Totally confused on that one there. Didn't know what she wanted to do on that one.
So now 2 outs and a full count. Simon looking to see if she can end this inning. Get Jackson to swing and miss on another one here. She fouls that one back. Count remains full. Runners will go back to second and first. Jackson stays alive to see at least one more pitch. Some more fans continuing to come into the ballpark here. Glad to see fans from all 4 schools out here watching a lot of good softball, excuse me. And your pitch. Shot comes off the glove of the third baseman. Runners are going to keep moving. Runner scores, gets an RBI single for Jackson. Pushes Jones all the way to third. So would you call that a
most
hit?
Definitely, yeah.
It came off the edge of the glove. It wasn't really a bobble.
It was quickly on top of her. She tried to lunge to her left to make a play and just was able to get a piece of the glove on it. If not, probably 2 runs scored there.
Yeah. So that brings us back to the top of the order. Montana, who singled and then later scored at the top of this inning. She looks one on the outside corner. It's a strike. And we get a stolen base as Jackson takes off. Easily reaches second. So now with 2 outs, runners on second and third for Montana. Looking for her second hit of the inning. Looking for some RBI to add to her run scored. She goes down, drives one, it pops foul.
Well, that was a heck of an effort.
Good effort by the third baseman, Rouse there. Well, it bounces through people, bounces through the runner. She still snags it and makes a good throw. Unfortunately for her, it was a foul ball. So Montana now behind 0-2. Simon and Wallace State still looking to get that third out and get it out of this inning. And she gets her looking on strike 3. So Jones sends 10 to the plate, scores 5. We'll take a quick break here and come right back.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here. There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now the top of the second inning between this second game of the day here in Fulton, Mississippi at Itawamba Community College. We'd like to welcome all our viewers who are tuning in favor of Jones or Wallace State. We're glad to be able to bring you this broadcast and let you watch your teams in case you didn't make it out. But there are a great number of Jones fans who made the trip up today.
Yeah, they always travel well, and of course, I know they like to come to Itawamba because we're just such good rivals.
And they love us so much. And a lot of good fans here from Wallace as well. So.
And I say that with respect. I'm not saying that to be mean to Jones fans. Anytime ICC and Jones gets together, especially softball or baseball, it's always a good time.
There's a drive out to left all the way, and that's going to be a home run. Rouse, the third baseman, gets a hold of that one, sends it deep over the left field. So Wallace wants to come out and make an answer for those 5 runs they gave up. There's a way to do it. One pitch and a bomb over the left field fence.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter right there. The left fielder turned to run and just kind of stopped and it's like, we're just going to see how far this thing could go.
Whew. Well, we were enjoying discussing all the fans, and action started right back up on us. So this will now bring number 25, Taylor, the first baseman, up to bat. Taylor is bats 244 on the year. She's got 11 hits, a couple doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, and leads Wallace. That one's going to hit her. So a rough start to this inning for Neiman as she gives up a home run and a hit batter on the 2 pitches she's thrown this inning.
And you can't do that against a team like Wallace. Wallace is a team that could put together a lot of hits and string together a lot of runs in a hurry, and typically it's how they do it. You know, they'll get one little spark and all of a sudden they say hitting's contagious, and Wallace is a prime example of that.
Indeed. So no outs, runner on first. This is Word, the designated player at the plate. She looks at one low and outside for ball 1. Word comes in batting a healthy .405. She's tied with Taylor for 4 home runs apiece. Has 13 RBI on the year on her 17 hits. So Neiman delivers. This one still outside. So quickly she's behind 2-0 to the batter. She made quick work in the first inning of the 3 batters at the top of the order, but quickly finds herself struggling here in the second. She looks in for the pitch, gets ready to deliver. That one right down the middle. Word taking with a 2-0 count.
Yeah, nice change up. That one just drops off the table into the bucket for a strike.
The 2-1 pitch comes in. She gets a piece of that one deep out to right, and it's going to be foul. But that's one that didn't sound like a lot of power. It sounded like a blip, but it flew a long way. So
it did.
She got a lot of power there.
It's one of those you heard the ballpark get real quiet because that one had a chance.
So Taylor remains at first base. Count is 2-2 to Word. Neiman delivers right down the middle, gets her looking at strike 3.
Nice answer right there. She saw that she was able to get the off-speed pitch by her earlier, went right back to it there for a Renaissance Bank strikeout.
And if you're Neiman, that's what you really needed, especially after that long fly ball that looked dangerous. Get that first out, get a strikeout, get your confidence. This brings Foster, the shortstop, to the plate. She takes strike 1. Foster comes in batting .425 on the year, has 17 hits, 3 triples, 10 RBI. She's also walked 4 times and impressively has not struck out. So we'll see what she does here against Neiman. The 0-1 pitch comes in. She gets a piece of it, dribbles on the grounder. The second baseman has 1 play to first base. So that's a 4-3 ground out. Advances the runner to second. And now 2 outs.
Well, nice job by Jones. Settle down after that first pitch home run. Could have easily gotten rattled right there and able to settle down and get a strikeout and a routine ground out to try to get out of this inning with minimum damage done.
And now they'll look to close it out against Holly Hard, the left fielder. Holly Hand, excuse me. My handwriting is getting away from me. She takes a zip one of a pitch in for ball 1. Holly Hand bats .308 on the year. She had limited plate appearances, but she has 4 hits, 3 RBI. Left-handed batter looks at the second pitch. that one in the outside corner. Gets her for strike one. So ball one, strike one. 2 outs. Runner on second for Wallace. They got one with the home run, looking to add some more runs to cut into this Jones lead. She watches that one carefully as it stays outside. So now 2-1 to the 8-hole hitter, Holly Hand. All one word, not saying both her names. Her full last name is Holly Hand. Pitch low in the dirt, drives the count to 3-1. So Neiman looking to try to fight back here now that she's got behind 3-1. See what she can deliver here, looking for her third out. Consider foul that one back into the net. So now a full count with 2 outs. An opportunity for Jones to get out of this inning with minimal damage of only the 1 run scored. Wallace wanting to keep the inning alive and put some more runs on the board. She gets a piece of that one right up past the diving shortstop. That will score the runner from second. So an RBI single for Holly Hand drives in Taylor to score.
Yeah, nice job there. Good at bat. Worked the count in her favor. Was able to come back and get just enough of it to sneak it out in the infield and make it a 5-2 contest.
As we talked about in game 1, 2-out hitting can be a huge difference for a team. And big for Wallace to get that single there, driving another run. This brings the bottom of the order up with Hall, the catcher. We've seen her with some impressive work behind the plate. She takes ball 1 up high. Hall comes in batting .195, has 8 hits, 3 of those being doubles and 5 RBI on the year. Looking to extend that here and see if she can't get something into a gap. The 1-0 pitch. She gets up underneath that one, flies it up. Looks like the second baseman gets underneath it, and that is the third out. So Wallace is able to cut into that lead and score 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Jones leading 5-2.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're now in the bottom of the second inning, this game between Jones College and Wallace State. Simon remains on the mound for Wallace State, and she'll look to face this potent Jones lineup for the second time in as many innings, as they did send 10 to the plate in the bottom of the first and scored 5. So leading off the bottom of the second for Jones is Moore, the second baseman. She had an RBI single and later scored as part of that big inning for Jones. So Simon delivers the first pitch. Healthy cut there by Moore. She gets kind of underneath it a little bit, fouls it back into the net. So Simon looking to hopefully have a shorter inning here and not work as much as she had to in the first. Delivers the 0-1 pitch. Kind of a weird little attempt. Like a bunt check swing that didn't happen. And so for Moore, it does just kind of dribble into foul, but she quickly finds herself in an 0-2 hole.
Yeah, just one of those swings that she tried to check and found the ball and pulled it foul.
So Simon looks in with the 0-2 pitch. Catches her on the outside corner. Moore doesn't look like she agrees, but she walks away quietly looking at that third strike.
I don't know that many of the fans around us agreed with that one as well. So maybe one of those the pitcher's been going for that corner all day. We talked about she likes to live on that outside edge, try to produce ground balls to the right side, and maybe the umpire sees where she's trying to get, and she's earned that spot.
And that is back-to-back Renaissance strikeouts for her, third of the day. She quickly gets a first pitch strike against Mizell. Mizell walked and later scored back in the first inning. Simon delivers the pitch. This one up higher. So evens the count at 1-1 for Mizell. Catcher Hall having a conversation with the dugout. Make sure they're on the same page with the pitch. 1-1 pitch, catches that bottom right corner that Simon's starting to lock in on. So now Mizell finds herself behind 1-2. Looking to see if she can find a pitch she can stay alive with. That one too low on the corner. Evens the count at 2-2. Simon trying to get back-to-back strikeouts. That one catches the corner just high enough of the knee. So she has that same thought as Moore, looks at that third strike, walks back and has a conversation with the next batter just saying, look, you got to watch that low corner. He's calling it there.
That's got to be your mentality now if you're a Jones batter. Come to the plate and protect that outside edge because he's calling, especially if it looks a little bit low in the zone. So you're probably going to see him start scoot up in the box a little bit, see if they can adjust to that.
There's a smack of a hit right up the middle from Sawyer, the first baseman. She delivers it right out into center. Easy single. Gives her back-to-back singles for her.
Well, you saw that. She was up in the box that time. A nice little adjustment. And said, well, she's feeling comfortable with that pitch. I'm going to go on the first pitch I see in that area. And she tattooed it right back up the middle for that single.
That brings up Stevenson, the designated player. She grounded out 3 unassisted to the first baseman in the first inning. Looking to have a little more productive at-bat with 2 outs. Ball stays up. Ball 1. With a runner on, 2 outs. Steverson, I got to get that right. Is an R, not an N. She's looking to put something down that can keep the inning running. She gets a hold of one, drives it out to right. Looks like it's going to catch foul, and it does. So now, 1-1 count to Steverson. Simon gets her pitch call, delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one stays up high. And now 2-1. Sawyer stands at first base after the single. She has no stolen base attempts on the year. With 2 outs, you don't expect her to be moving too early. That pitch is low and in the dirt. So now Steverson finds herself ahead 3-1 with 2 outs, looking for something that she can drive and move that runner over. Simon looking for something to get out of this inning with no damage done. Steverson gets a hold of it, drives it to center, right to the center fielder. So that's a 1 hit. So it ends the bottom of the second. I'm tongue-tied. All right, let's take a break.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the third inning in the second game of the day here between second game of the day overall, but first game for Jones and Wallace State. Jones scored 5 in the bottom of the first. Wallace cut the lead to 3 by scoring 2 in the top of the third. Now they're looking to do it again in the top of the third. A quick hit off the end of the bat of Carton, the right fielder, drives it out into left field for a leadoff single. So that's back-to-back innings where Wallace has got the let off with a home run in the second, now a single. So looking to claw further back in and cut this Jones lead.
Well, that's what we said. They slowly but surely, sometimes a little slow to start the game, but once their bats start to heat up, you see them. It's almost like a domino effect. It just rolls into one to another to another.
This brings Phillips, the center fielder, to the plate. She struck out in the first inning. She gets aggressive on that one, drives it right up the middle, sends Carton to second base. So quickly, Wallace State has runners on first and second with no outs.
Well, as we said, aggressive early in the at-bat. A lot of times you see pitchers try to get ahead early. Well, a lot of times the batters recognize that and made their adjustments and come out with back-to-back singles to start the inning.
Yeah, we saw that in the previous inning with Jones adjusting to the pitches that Simon was already in. So this is Wheeler, the second baseman. She flew out to right field in the first inning. She looks at one. I guess the umpire thought that was a little outside. So ball 1. So Neiman quickly allowing the first 2 runners on base. Looking to see if she can get after Wheeler here. That pitch catches that low outside corner at the knees, strike 1.
Well, that has been established as the strike zone. So if you get 2 on you, you got to know that's going to be the spot they're going to aim for.
Yes, he has been consistent in calling those for sure. So the 1-1 pitch. She gets down, gets a piece of that, grounds it. Second baseman picks it up, throws to 1. No other play to be made. So ground out 4-3, but does advance both runners into better scoring position.
And that's what we said, when you see that pitch being called like that, now that one was a bit low and outside, but as a batter, you recognize that, so you have to go after those pitches. That's what you like if you're Jones, just turns into a routine ground ball to the second baseman.
And here comes trouble. This is Rouse. She stepped up and smashed a home run over the left field fence in her first at-bat. Now 2 on and only 1 out. She's looking to do a lot more damage. Looks one inside. Ball 1. She steps back into the box. The 1-0 pitch coming. That one a little low. So quickly, she is ahead 2-0 on the pitcher, Neiman. Rouse looking for something she can drive out and bring those runners in. Gets a hold of another one. This one's also going out to deep center. Second home run of the game, Adam. This one a 3-run homer, and suddenly we have a tie ball game.
Well, you said she wanted to find one that she could drive out of here. Well, she did just that.
Whew. That one was a no-doubter. The outfielders both turned and gave chase, but they did not have a lot of speed. They knew that one was going to get out. The wind is actually blowing in at home plate. So she got all of that one against the wind.
Yeah,
so
I started to say something about that the last inning because usually when the wind shifts this way, it brings rain with it.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'm wrong.
I think it's when it shifts to the left, it's the rain, right? It's just blowing straight at home plate. So let's just keep that mentality. And Jones' coach is going to go out and have a moment with her pitcher, just kind of talk with her and kind of calm her down after giving up that big shot there.
Yeah, well, she got fully extended on that pitch again, looking for that outside corner. That's apparently the spot she liked. She got a full extension, got every ounce of the ball there, and just parked it out there in left center.
So suddenly we have a tie game in the top of the third, 5-all, as Wallace has stormed back to tie this up. We only have 1 out in this inning, and this will bring up Taylor, the first baseman. She was hit by a pitch back in the second inning and later scored when Hollyhand drove her in. So Neiman looks to calm herself and with a clear base path, go after this next batter. She delivers what looked like a pretty good pitch and calls that ball 1.
I'll say this, we go back to consistency. Well, he has not liked that inside part of the plate. Everything he likes is on the outside edge.
Outside and low.
Yep.
He's given that for sure.
And again, consistency. That's all you want, and that's what he's been.
True, that one too far outside. So quickly, Neiman behind 2-0 to Taylor. So we've seen these Wallace State bats come alive and with a charge, so Taylor in a hitter's count now. Very similar looking pitch. That one called a strike. So now a 2-1 count to Taylor. Neiman's trying to work that outside corner, pushes it too far. So now Taylor finds herself in a favorable 3-1 situation. She can look for something that she wants to get a hold of, or she can take an easy base if it's not there.
Nice off-speed pitch.
She thought she had a ball, but like you said, off-speed catches are looking. So now a full count for Neiman.
I don't know that she was taking the whole way that time.
I think she was.
She wasn't even looking to swing at that one. That was one of those when she let it go, I was like, this could be trouble.
That gets her that time. There's ball 4, too far outside. So that is 2 times on base for Taylor today, hit by a pitch and now a walk. So Wallace State keeping the lineup turning.
Jones, coach, not happy with the way the strike zones got all of a sudden and letting her voice be heard to the home plate umpire.
So this brings Word to the plate. She struck out looking in the second inning. That ball way outside for ball 1. So the 1-0 pitch to Word. That one much more to the umpire's liking, evens it up at 1-1.
Watching some of the ICC softball players, and they play that late game tonight, so they're able to go out and get some food. I think our 2 Uber guys forgot about us.
I did, too. You had one go in one direction. I had to go in the other, and we've heard nothing. Word swings a little late on that one, gets a little piece of it, and just fouls it down into the batter's box around her feet. So now Neiman is able to get ahead of her 1-2. I think it's kind of rude to some of these fine folks in front of us to have these sandwiches and not share, really. All right, Neiman delivers a 1-2 pitch and gets Word, this time swinging. So
she was fired up after that strikeout, too.
Yeah, she's looking to find her competitive spirit back in, and that's going to help her a lot. So the 3rd Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Neiman.
I like the fire after that strikeout there out of Neiman. You could tell she's trying to will herself through this struggle right now and get out of this inning, and that might be what she needed.
She delivers strike 1 there to Foster, the shortstop. Swings and misses on that pitch. Foster grounded out to the second baseman in the second inning. So now 2 outs. Runner on first for Wallace. Foster looking to keep it alive. Neiman looking to close it out. Tries to go low and outside, and too low. So now a 1-1 count to Foster. Neiman looking to get out of this inning. Keep the game tied, not do any more damage.
Try to go for that off-speed, just missing.
That off-speed that just hung out to the side. If it had been straight in there, I think she would have caught her looking on that. So now a 2-1 count for Foster. Another one that stays outside. So quickly from an 0-1 to a 3-1, Foster has worked this back to a favorable count for herself. And we've seen all day in both games, clutch 2-out hitting makes a difference. We'll see if Foster can get it here. 3-1, 2-1 pitch.
I thought that was a good eye. That one looked up a little bit, but the home plate umpire liked
Yes.
it. So 3-2 now is the count.
All right, that full count pitch now. 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch here between Neiman and Foster. Fouls it off to the right side into the home dugout, almost at ICC. Jones was occupying it in this game.
Glad that net was there.
Yeah. So the count remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on first for Wallace. Foster looking to keep this inning alive and do more damage. Neiman delivers the full count pitch. Gets a hold of this one, just lifts it off into the right toward the batting cages. So we'll go one more time at full count.
Nice little battle here.
Yeah, you just want to, as a batter, you just want to keep pushing that pitcher. Want to put more pitches on them, and you see more what they got. The longer you can draw it out, the further it can benefit you. Neiman delivers, fouls this one right back towards where we're sitting.
Really glad there's
comes
a net
off
there
that
now.
net instead of off top of the tent that we're under today. So we'll go to the 9th pitch of this at bat. Remains a full count. Foster battling well here. Looking to find one she can get a piece of. Neiman looking just a catcher napping. She gets a hold of this one, drives it out into center field for a single. And Taylor wisely holds up at second. So a great at bat by Foster. A 10-pitch at bat. Fouls off several full count pitches. Keeps the inning alive. Now runners at first and second with 2 outs for Wallace.
Yeah, that's the type of at-bat that can really fire your teammates up there right there. Just one of those battle, find a way to win it.
This brings up Hollyhan, the left fielder. She got an RBI single back in the second inning. She looks at strike 1. She really kind of helped spark some things to get Wallace going and back on the board, and so I know she'd love to have back-to-back singles and some more RBI opportunities here. Neiman delivers. That one's going to hang up high. Runs the count to 1-1. So we're seeing a good back-and-forth battle here today. Neiman looking to find a way out of this inning where Wallace has tied it up. Wallace looking to stretch it.
Trouble.
Hollyhan gets a hold of all that one. Drops at the field just over an outstretched center fielder. She's going to get into second standing up, and that's going to bring home 2. So a 2-out, 2 RBI double for Hollyhan gives Wallace their first lead of the day, and they're now up 7-5.
Yeah, tough play out there in center field. She was tracking a long way to find the ball, and then she hit that warning track, so she had to make sure she wasn't going to crash into the fence out there, and just missing it just on outstretched glove.
Yeah, that was a great effort by Montana. Just misses her glove. So the batters keep rolling for Wallace. This is Hall, the catcher. She popped out to second base to end the second inning. She gets a hold of one, drives it up in the air. Looks like it's going to hang up, and the right fielder is going to be able to squeeze that in for the 3rd out. But Wallace does a lot of damage. Grabs 5 in the top of the 3rd. Now takes the lead 7-5.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the third inning. Wallace State storming back in the top of the third to score 5 and take a 7-5 lead over the home team in this game, Jones. We're playing here at ICC. Glad to have 4 teams in today: ICC, Wallace State, Jones, and Des Moines Area College. So this is Simon, the pitcher for Wallace. Now she works from a lead rather than from a deficit. And that brings Fontenot, the shortstop for Jones, to the plate. She singled and with an RBI. Strike one there. She had an RBI single and later scored as part of the big first inning for Jones. Simon was able to shut them down easily in the second. Let's see what she can do now. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Fontenot. Simon quickly ahead 0-2. So she kind of went with a fastball inside on her and got her swinging and missing there. The 0-2 pitch. Tries to make her chase outside. Fontenot's wise enough to let that one go. So now 1-2 is the count. Simon delivers. That one hangs up high. Now even the count at 2-2. Allows Fontenot to stay in here, see some more pitches to hit. She scorches one right past second baseman into right center. So a leadoff single for Jones. After giving up 5 in the top of the inning, they definitely want to come out and keep their bats as hot as they were in the first. So that will bring Jones, the right fielder, to the plate. Back in that big first inning, she walked, but was left standing at third when the inning ended. We've got the Wallace catcher going to the dugout, have a conversation here. She came out and spoke to the pitcher first, then she ran to the dugout to have a word. Now she'll trot back behind the plate. I think just making sure that all 3 folks are on the same page with the pitches that are being called in from the dugout. So now with no outs, runner on first. Jones at the plate for Jones. Simon is set to deliver. Well, ball bounces in for ball 1. Hall looks Fontenot back to first base. No throw. So the 1-0 pitch. That one gets her in for a strike on the inside corner. A little opposite of what we've seen Simon working. She's been working that outside corner very effectively. Gets Jones looking at that one on the inside. So now 1-1 pitch. Gets Jones to swing at that one. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fontenot sitting over at first base. The 1-2 pitch from Simon. Gets just a piece of that one, does Jones, to keep that one alive. Fouls it off the end of her bat. So the count will remain 1-2 to Jones, the right fielder. Fontenot over at first base for Jones has 6 stolen bases, has been caught once. So she's got the speed if Jones can get a piece of one here. She fouls off another one, reaches out and gets that one, and it bounces back behind home plate. Hall quickly picks it up, throws it back to the pitcher. So we remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jones, the right fielder for Jones. Simon delivers the pitch. Gets another one where she just gets a little under it, fouls it back into the netting. Fontenot with a great jump that time, but she's got to go back to first. Jones battling well here, the same way that we saw Hollyhan battle for Wallace earlier. The 1-2 pitch bounces up. So now the count will even out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Simon trying to find just the right pitch to dispose of Jones. Jones staying alive with everything she's got. That one high, but Jones swings and gets a piece of it, fouls it back into the net towards where we're sitting. So we remain a 2-2 count. Strong at bat here for Jones, pushing this to the 9th or 10th pitch of this at bat. Knowing if she can just stay alive, she can find something that she likes. 2-2 pitch. Gets that outside corner that has worked all day for Simon. Jones does not like it, but he has consistently called that pitch for Simon throughout the day.
Yeah, a lot of the fans didn't like it either that time, but as you said, Michael, it's been consistently there all day, so you've got to have that mindset saying, hey, I may not agree with it, but that's what he's calling a strike.
That brings Chenault to the plate. She was also a strikeout victim back in the first inning. And then Fontenot down and gets her. I wasn't quite sure the tag was there, but he's calling her out. Second base. What'd you say, Adam?
I thought she got underneath the tag there, but the umpire had a much better angle than I did. So,
yeah, it was and she did. I'm going to take a moment here for the second baseman to walk that off. That is Wheeler, as the slide did drive into her thigh. But they get the out on the attempted steal.
Coaches want to come out and talk. I think she saw the same thing I did. It was one of those, the throw was up a little bit, and the tag, and you usually think if the tag's above the waist that she's able to get underneath it, especially when you're having to come back down to make the tag.
Right.
So it was a bang-bang play, one of those close ones, and as I said, the umpire was right there on top of it, had a little bit better angle than I did on that one.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. He is right there next to it. Now the coach is going to walk back to her position at third base. So that is still going to be Chenault at the plate. Now 2 outs in the inning. We got a 1-0 count. Simon looking to finish this one off. She's going to ground that one to the shortstop. Picks it up, throws it across. Easy 6-3 throw. And that'll end the inning with no damage. So no runs on the 1 hit for Jones. Will now move to the top of the 4th.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza. It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Have some for yourself.
Yes. No!
Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the 4th inning. Jones is going to bring in a new pitcher, so that'll close the line on Neiman. Neiman gave up 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. She did have 1, 2, 3 Renaissance Bank strikeouts, but also gave those 2 big home runs, both to Rouse. So this new pitcher coming in is going to be number 20, Meg Vinson, and by our count, this is her first appearance of the year, so we don't have any specific stats on her to bring you, but she will step in and pitch to This will bring the top of the order for Wallace back up. Carton, the right fielder. That ball is going to hang high for ball one.
Yeah, if you're just now joining us, it's been a score fest. Jones come out and scored 5 in the bottom of the first. Wallace answered with a couple of runs at the top of the second, and then 5 in the top of the third. And Jones trying to get back to the at-bat, see if they can find some runs to get back in this one.
Vincent gets Carton to swing and miss on that one. Evens the count 1-1. A run and swing there for Carton. Finds herself now in the hole 1-2. So Vincent gets the call from the dugout. Not to the umpire's liking, so evens the count 2-2. Carton looking to make the third inning in a row where they're get a leadoff on or scoring. She running slap, gets that one into the gap between second and first base, and she's on quickly with a leadoff single. Her second leadoff single in a row. She led off the third and eventually scored then.
Wallace has done a good job today. Again, being patient. We talked about Jones early, how they were patient, working into the hitter's count. Well, they've done a good job kind of settling down and doing the same here. As we said, they're a team that can put a lot of runs on the board, kind of a blink of an eye. They're not a flashy team. They do have those 2 home runs, but, man, they can string together a lot of hits on you in a hurry.
This brings Phillips, the center fielder, to the plate. She looks at strike one on that outside corner. She is 1 for 2 back in the third inning. She had a single and eventually scored on the big home run from Rouse.
One of the biggest things that Wallace makes them so good is the fact that they're able to keep at-bats alive with, like, fouling off pitches.
And there's a bunt laid down. Good bunt, and no throw from the pitcher because the second baseman was a little bit slower getting there than you would have liked. So successful bunt by Phillips, and quickly Wallace State is back in action again, just like last inning. First and second with no outs.
Well, let's give credit where credit's due. Yes, the second baseman did not cover first in time, but the pitcher didn't force the issue. A lot of times you just see pitchers blindly throw it over there thinking there's going to be somebody there. Well, she didn't see it, held on to it, because if she throws that one, a run scores easily.
And now Vincent throws strike one to Wheeler, the second baseman. She's 0 for 2 today. She grounded out 4-3 in the third inning and flew out to right field in the first. So a 0-1 count. Wheeler swings and misses on that one. So now 0-2, and Vincent finds herself ahead. Drives this one to the shortstop. Heck of a run. One gets to get 2. Oh, no, and the pitch the throw gets away, and that allows a runner to score at third. So what I tried to say was, granted the shortstop, who steps on second base and gets that runner, throws to first. The throw gets away from the first baseman, and the runner at third is able to come in and score. So Wallace scores another, an RBI fielder's choice.
6 unassisted. Probably could possibly give an error on that, but it would have been a bang-bang play, so I'm not going to say an error on the play, on that a double play attempt.
And this brings a dangerous Rouse up. She gets a hold of another one. This one's going to go foul, but it clears the fence. So just to reset you, this is a third at bat for Rouse, the third baseman. She had a first pitch leadoff solo home run in the second, and then a 3 RBI home run in the third. So here in the fourth, she's looking to do some more damage with runners on.
And that one's about 4-foot foul down the line, and there's a ball on the field, and they're asking the coach, and she didn't see it. She was looking for it and couldn't find it.
And looking at the flag, the wind is in at us, much like it was the last time Rouse.
I'll say she hit the home run into the wind last time.
So not that dramatically matters, but trying to think about that one that went foul. That one goes low for ball one.
I don't think I purposely put anything up in the zone here. It's not going to hurt my feelings if I walk her on 4 low pitches.
No. You got to work. I mean, you got to work around her. So a 1-1 count. Vincent pitches. This one just comes off the end of the bat, dribbles to the pitcher, who's able to throw to first. So a 1-3 put out, advances the runner to second.
She was looking to see where that ball went. Her head was pulled way out of that one. Of course, I don't blame her either. She's hit 2 monster home runs in this game. I would have been trying to watch to see where it went, too. Breaking the action, I do want to remind everyone that new stadium being built here, so a different look from our traditional points of view. And if you're out there, you'd like to look for some naming rights for the broadcast, I don't know, maybe your wife was a former all-conference second baseman here at ICC. What a way to say I love you, hun, than putting her name on the building.
And, Adam, we do have some opportunities if folks out there would like to give us a call. We can discuss what they'd like to do. So a 0-1 count to Taylor, the first baseman. She fouls off that one, quickly finds herself in the hole 0-2. Technically this would be, I guess, her first at-bat, official at-bat of the day, as she was hit by a pitch and walked. So she's been on twice. Vincent looking to end this inning quickly.
Oh, that's trouble.
Hold that one. That one's deep. That was toward the golf carts, and that one is out. Another home run, this time a 2-run home run from Taylor, and Wallace State pushes their lead to 9-5.
10-5.
10-5, excuse me. I missed the one that came earlier. Yes, I missed the one that came in.
10-5. That's what we said. They're a team that could put a lot of runs on the board in a hurry on you and can put you in some tough situations. And
they find them quick when you're not looking.
And they have relied on the long ball today. 3 of those, but other than I think only one of them was a solo shot to lead off on the inning. But when they've been able to get runners on bases, they've been able to do some damage.
A solo shot, a 3-run shot, now a 2-run shot. So now Vincent will pitch to Word, the designated player. Gets her looking at strike 1. She is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts, 1 looking and 1 swinging. Those were both against Neiman in the earlier parts of the game. Vincent trying to find a way out of this inning. Her first to pitch. That inside pitch is too far inside, evens the count 1-1. That pitch is at corner.
Wow.
Batters on both teams. I thought it was a little
I
high.
Thought it was high and outside. I went ahead and put the ball on the board.
I thought it was a little high myself. It was on the outside that he likes, but Vincent gets ahead 1-2. Word's going to have to find some way to protect. That one low and outside. Evens the count 2-2.
Hey, if I'm the catcher, I try to frame that every time because it's getting further and further off that plate to get that strike.
Anything in that left batter's box he kind of likes. So now a 2-2 pitch to Word. She gets a hold of one, drops it to the shortstop. She turns and fires, throws her out for the third. But Wallace is able to score 3 and extend their lead 10-5. We'll take a break here and go to the bottom of the 4th.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart. It's part of my soul. It's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the 4th in this matchup between Wallace State and Jones College. If you like offense, you've come to the right game, Adam. We have seen an explosion. Jones fired out 5 in the bottom of the 1st. After that, Wallace has stormed back with 2 in the 2nd, 5 in the 3rd, and 3 more in the 8th, coming off of some timely hitting and some big power bombs, 3 home runs hit by Wallace. And now Jones is looking to get back in this game. They've scored nothing since that first inning. And this is going to bring Jackson, left fielder, up to the bat. She got an RBI single in that big first inning. And she swings and misses at strike 1.
Well, we've seen a lot of magic on this field for Jones when we hosted state tournaments, when we've played them as well. So this is a team you can never count out, especially in a ball game like this. We talked about how quickly Wallace got hot. Jones can turn around and do the same.
Another swinging pitch. This one's going to foul off toward the dugout. Someone just misses getting a unfortunate knock in the head there. She's lucky it hit the light pole. But equally impressive is how Simon struggled in the bottom of the first, but has come back and really been strong ever since that. She did not let that deter her, even though she gave up 5 runs in that first inning.
Well, they sent in a new ball, and the catcher, I like what she did. She wanted to kind of rough it up a little bit. The umpire said she couldn't, and she said, "Can I roll it to the pitcher?" And he's like, "Well, technically, yeah." And she did.
Yep, it's kind of like the inbound basketball, trying to save the clock. Another swinging, running swing there for Jackson. Fouls this one off into the left side. It keeps the count 0-2. So 1 swing and a miss and 2 foul offs. Keeps the count 0-2 to this leadoff batter for Jones in the bottom of the 4th. Simon gets ready to deliver the 0-2 pitch. This one she gets a hold of. It's going to be foul off her foot.
That hurt. That one hurt right there.
She's going to need just a minute.
I think actually might have come off her, maybe her inside ankle of part of that. So she's going to try to just walk this one off. Good job by the home plate umpire just to come out and give her a few minutes to collect herself and try to shake it off there. That does not feel good.
No, it does not. And that's definitely going to, someone like Jackson that's a swing hitter and speedy on the bases, that's going to have an impact as she tries to advance along the base path. So we remain 0-2 to Jackson. Simon delivers. This one outside for ball 1.
Not a bad spot to miss if she's able to straight swing at it. Either A, misses, or B, just fouls it off.
Yeah, especially with the way she's been attacking the ball. Get her something outside that she can't do a lot with if she's going to be running and swinging. The 1-2 pitch up high. She almost swings at that, but wisely holds back. Evens the count now at 2-2. So Jackson working a good at bat here on her 8th pitch to see from Simon this at bat. Looks at that one. Ooh, thought that was going to be called strike.
Had that been on a right-handed batter, probably would have been a strike.
So now, full count, 3-2, no outs. Simon trying to find a way to put Jackson away. The pitch, swinging right to the first baseman, picks it up, steps on the bag. Easy first out, 3 unassisted.
Nice job to win that battle that time by Wallace's pitcher. She was able to get in there, stay inside, and got a pitch that she had just kind of jammed her with. And an easy out there down the first baseline.
This will bring Jones back to the top of their lineup. Montana, the center fielder, comes to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored, as well as a strikeout looking. Pitch 1, she swings a little late, fouls it back right at the Wallace dugout. And as you said earlier, we're all thankful for those screens that kept somebody from having a shin knocked off there. So an 0-1 count to Montana. Simon gets the pitch call. Looks and delivers. That one bounces in. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looks like Wallace is going to send somebody back to the bullpen. I think it was number 17 that was warming up earlier. Looks like she's going to come in and start getting loose again. As you said, it could be, though, for that second game.
Could be. That is Peyton Bailey. She is one of their pitchers. That one up and inside almost gets a piece of Montana. She now finds herself ahead, 2-1. Catcher talking to the umpire. Now Montana steps back into the box. That one she's going to ground right back to the pitcher, right to first base. Easy 1-3 throw for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, another nice job there coming back to win that battle by Wallace's pitcher. She's got a little routine ground ball right back to her. Easy toss over for out number 2.
You know, she has worked very strongly since that bottom of the first. She allowed 1 hit in the second, 1 hit in the third, but good defense erased any of those threats. So now 2 outs and more. The second baseman steps up to the plate. She looks at ball 1. She is 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored, and also struck out looking, leading off the second inning. That's that outside corner he likes.
Yep.
So quickly to 1-1. Simon knows where she can find that strike if she needs it. And the Jones batters have yet to really try to go after that spot when she pitches there. That one a little low. So now a 2-1 count with 2 outs. That wind continued to kind of blow in toward home plate. She gets a hold of that one, fouls it back off, catches the corner of the new net, and drops down in front of the first baseman. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to the second baseman. Simon looking to put her away and keep her hot streak going. That one's going to bounce in over the plate. So we're looking at a full count for Moore. 3 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs. Nobody on base. Moore trying to find a way to keep this inning alive. Simon wanting to wrap it up and get her hot bats back on the field. That one outside for ball 4. So a rare walk from Simon. I believe that's only the second one she's allowed today. Brings Mizell, the third baseman, to the plate. She drew a walk and later scored in the first inning and struck out looking in the second. So 2 outs. Jones has a runner on first. Simon gets ready to deliver the pitch. That one goes high. Ball 1 to Mizell.
Well, this is a big part of the ball game here for Jones. Starting to run out of outs a little bit, but 2 outs, see if they can spark a little bit of a rally here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, they've got to find something to cut into this lead they've given up now that they've been doubled up. Gets a hold of that one, drives it out to right center into the fence.
That's how you do it.
That's going to be an easy double, if not more. Not sure how fast this runner is. She'll stand up at second. The runner will hold at third. So a stand-up double with 2 outs. We've talked all day about 2-out hitting is the key, Adam.
Absolutely. Big clutch hit there. Didn't hit it hard enough to really get a good run at it. If it rolls a little bit deeper or it gets a little bit harder, it might have been able to get out to the gap and get to the fence. But instead, a smart job over there by not running yourself out of the inning as the ball quickly got relayed back in. So coach holding the runner up at third.
So that's going to bring a little conversation to the mound. Possible change as the coach is coming to talk to the home plate umpire. And yes, Simon is going to come in, and we'll take a break while the pitchers change.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the break. There's going to be a pitch and change here for Wallace State. They're going to bring in number 17, Peyton Bailey, the freshman. She's had one appearance and pitched 2 innings. She gave up 1 hit, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 2. So she delivers pitch 1, a little low, but a strike to number 27, Sawyer, the first baseman, who is 2 for 2 on the day. She has a pair of singles with an RBI and a run scored. So she's had a successful day at the plate with runners on second and third and 2 outs. She wants to find something she can drive and keep it going. It's the 0-1 pitch. She offers at that one but pulls back. So 1-1 goes the count.
I thought I knew that person. The Jones girl from Jones.
The Jones girl from Jones.
Yeah.
All right, Bailey pitches. That one kind of a low, slow pitch to the outside. Counts quickly 2-1 to Sawyer. She's been hot at the plate so far. And as Jones is now down 10-5, they need her to do something here, driving these 2 runs. The 2-1 pitch. She gets a hold of it, drives it to the shortstop who bobbles it, goes to second, gets her at second for the 3rd out.
No.
That was a close call, Adam. But that will be the 3rd out, and the run will not score from 3rd.
That's I'll just say that's a tough one to go out on right there if you're Jones, as the umpire didn't really have a good angle on it. She stuck her arm out. Looked like she beat the tag, but I'm not wearing blue today.
That's true. So that makes the 3rd out at second base, a fielder's choice for Sawyer. And we will take a break and come back with the top of the 5th inning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the 5th inning in this game between Jones College and Wallace State. And the red-hot Wallace State bats come back to the plate. They were held scoreless in the 1st inning, but then they scored 2 in the 2nd, 5 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and have a 10-. Well, Adam, the scoreboard says 10-6, but I'm not sure that run should have. Did that run cross the plate before the out was out at second? I'm not sure if our scoreboard operator is correct or not, but I have it as 10-5. This is going to bring Foster, the shortstop, to the plate. Vincent delivers that one low and in the dirt for ball 1. Foster is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored back in the big 3rd inning. This is Vincent's 2nd inning to pitch for the Jones Bobcats. That one is hit, spins, but it does spin foul as it came off the end of her bat, but a good hustle by Foster to get down there in case that one had stayed live.
Okay, it is 10-6. Just checking.
So they did get that run.
Yep, so the run did score before
okay.
the throw at second.
So your score is 10-6 then. Foster gets a hold of that one. 3rd baseman lays out, gets it, and makes a heck of a great throw from her knees for a 5-3 put out.
Well, I tell you what, that was a great play right there and didn't even have a doubt on that one as she quickly popped up and threw that one across for the putout.
Yeah, very nice effort there by Mizell. First to get to the ball and then to make that throw. So this is going to bring up Holly Hand, who's had a hot hand today so far. She's got a single and a double and 3 RBI on the day. She looks at one low for ball 1. So she's responsible for 3 RBIs out of these 10 runs for Wallace. Aggressive hitting left-handed batter. She goes after that one, drives it into the hole, but just past the first baseman, into right field, and she holds it first for a single.
Yeah, just one of those unfortunate hops. It was a good jump on the ball that time by the first baseman at Jones. It just kind of just didn't take as big as a hop as she would expect, and we've seen some funny hops out at the ballpark today.
Yeah, you got to remember this is the first time this field's been played on. Our team practices out here, but first games to be played on the field this year. This is Hall, the catcher. She swings quickly at first pitch, fouls it back and up for strike 1. She's 0 for 2 on the day, popped out to second baseman, and flew out to right field. But with a runner on, she's going to look to try to get something productive here for the day and move Holly Hand on around and see if she can't score. The 0-1 pitch is outside, evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Vincent readies the 1-1 pitch. Hall swings and misses on the off-speed pitch there. Got her all twisted up. So Vincent gets ahead 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Hall gets a hold of that one, lifts it up in the air. See who's going to get there. Looks like center fielder will make it, and she does. Runs in nicely for the second out of the inning. That brings Wallace back to the top of the order with Carton, the right fielder. She is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and has scored 2 runs. Vincent looks to face her for the first time today.
Big for Jones to get out of this inning without any runs put on the board because you're starting to feel maybe a little bit of momentum shift here in the contest.
Yeah, that running swing fouls off for strike 1 from Carton. Vincent gets the call, delivers. Another swinging, running swing. This one fouled off to the right side, down the first base line. So now 0-2 count on Carton. Vincent and Jones looking for that third strike, third out. Try to get out of this inning with no damage after giving up 10 runs over the last 3 innings. Carton wants to keep it alive. She gets this one and fouls it into the dugout on the right side, the home side. So she stays alive. Count remains 0-2, and Holly Hand had a good run and turn there. She was almost a third by the time she had to turn around and come back. Another 0-2 pitch. She lifts this one out to right field, and it is caught and put away for the third out of the inning.
Big out there.
Yes, Jones gets out of this inning with no damage done. So now we will pause and go to the bottom of the 5th.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Welcome back as we move to the bottom of the fifth with Jones coming to the plate. Peyton Bailey pitching. She came in the middle of the fourth inning for Wallace State. Wallace leading this highly scoring game 10-6. And Steverson, the designated player at the plate for Jones, looks at a strike on the outside corner there, evens the count 1-1. She is 0 for 2 on the day. She grounded out to the first baseman and flew out to center field. Bailey pitches out one a little bit high. So now a 2-1 count. Steverson looking to get something positive going. One of the few Jones players who hasn't been on base yet today. That ball low in the dirt. Bounces in for ball 3. So now a chance for her to get something positive when she's in a hitter's count, 3-1. She gets a piece of that one, fouls it back into the netting behind us. Move to a full count. 3-2 on this leadoff batter in the bottom of the fifth inning. Umpire checks the ball, gets a new one thrown in. So now, full count pitch from Bailey. Ripped to second, grounds picked up, throws to first for a 4-3 out.
Yeah, nice play right there. Just hit it right where the second baseman was waiting on it and able to get that quick out.
That'll bring Fontenot to the plate, the shortstop for Jones. She's 2 for 2 on the day. Pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. She looks at a ball inside. She was later thrown out on the bases back in the third inning. That ball stays up. So 2-0 count to Fontenot, who's already shown she can get a hold of the ball today. So not a good spot for Bailey to be behind on this batter. That pitch, thought it was a little up and outside, but he calls that one a strike. So now a 2-1 count. But Wallace has another pitcher warming as well. That one, a swing and a miss by Fontenot. Runs the count even, 2-2. Bailey got that fastball by her that time. Comes to off speed. She pops it up to the third baseman. Gets the first out of the inning. Excuse me, second out of the inning. So pop out to third. And this will bring Jones, the right fielder, to the plate. She has a walk and a strikeout today. I think Adam said he might know her or know her family.
Yep. Her mom graduated a year ahead of me in high school, played basketball at Calhoun Academy. I believe she was a all-star basketball player back in the day, Vanessa.
So we're seeing the good genetics running the family for athletics. She takes an 0-1 count. Swings at this one, gets a lot of it. Deep center, deep center. That one goes out.
So Calhoun County blood in her.
You call the magic word. You talk about Vanessa, and then the home run comes. So a solo home run for Jones allows Jones, the team, to cut back into the lead, and now it's 10-7.
That's a clutch hit right there. I mean, we talked about Jones. They're never a team that goes quietly into the night, and that one right there could be the spark they need.
Yep, you just never know. So now with still 2 away, 1 run on the board this inning, that's going to bring the catcher, Chenault, to the plate. She's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and grounded out to the shortstop as well. So Bailey will look to collect herself after that one and go and attack Chenault. Gets her swinging on the first one, shoots past a diving second baseman into center field. So as you said, Adam, hitting can be contagious, and a 2-out hitting is always powerful.
That was a clutch hit right there for sure, Mike. That one just got past a diving second baseman. You started feeling it a little bit that last inning where momentum was starting to shift away back towards Jones. And right now they're doing a good job of climbing back in this one.
Yeah, that momentum was cut short by a close call at second base, but the bats have come right back to it. This is Jackson, the left fielder. She tries a swinging bunt, fouls it back for an 0-1 count. She's 1 for 2 on the day, an RBI single, and grounded out to the first baseman. So 2 out, 1 on. She's looking to keep it going. That pitch is way up high. So 1-1 becomes your count. Jackson looks for it, swings this one, dribbles to the pitcher, who throws to the first baseman and ends the threat. So after 5, Wallace State still stays up 10-7, but Jones slowly fighting their way back in. We'll take a break and come back for the 6th inning.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in the top of the 6th inning. Wallace State comes to bat with Jones in the field. This is Vinson out there pitching again in relief for Jones. They went scoreless in the 5th inning after scoring in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. They've allowed Jones to score 1 each in the last 2 innings and cut their lead now 10-7. So we start here with Phillips, the center fielder. Vinson throws a ball right down the middle to her. Gets her on strike 1. Phillips is 2 for 3 today. A pair of singles, a run scored, and a strikeout. She wants to keep the hot bats for Wallace going. She gets underneath one there, is going to lift it out toward right field. The right fielder comes in, squeezes it in for the first out of the inning.
Big out there again. Momentum slowly starting to shift the way back to Jones right now, and if they can get another 3-up, 3-down inning and get those bats back to the plate, could be an interesting bottom part of the inning.
Yeah. So that brings Wheeler, the second baseman, to the plate. She's 0 for 2, plus a fielder's choice on RBI, and scored a run. She looks at strike 1. So we've seen Vincent start to get a little bit stronger since she came in pitching. With every batter, she gets a little crisper, a little cleaner. She gets ready to deliver the 0-1 pitch. Underneath that one. That's going to go right to left. Is it going to be deep enough? And it is over. Another home run. This one with very little wind. But Wheeler hits the 4th home run of the game for Wallace.
Well, I thought there for a second it might stay in the ballpark. A heck of an effort out there and left to try to rob it. But that one just carried just enough and found its way out of the ballpark.
A lot of pop in these Wallace State bats. 3 different players hitting home runs today for them. So they push their lead back out to 4. Now up 11-7. Top of the 6th, 1 out. This is going to bring the dangerous Rouse to the plate. She has 2 of those 4 home runs all by herself. She has 4 RBIs and 2 runs scored. She looks at a ball high for ball 1. She also grounded out to the pitcher in the 4th inning. So she's looking to keep that hot bat moving. The 1-0 pitch. Down low. So quickly, Rouse finds herself ahead 2-0. Not the batter I'd be wanting to be behind to. You don't want to have to be throwing strikes to her. The 2-0 pitch. Ooh, a line shot right at the third baseman. That is the second quick shot we've seen by Mizell today.
Yeah,
quick reaction there.
Heck of a play right there. Makes it look a lot easier than it was, as that one was on top of her before she knew it, was able to get a clean glove on it and reel that one in for out number 2.
Yeah, and the way we've seen Rouse put pop on him, you know it had a lot of speed. So 2 outs. The first pitch goes high to Taylor. Taylor's had a very successful day at the plate. Hit by a pitch, walked, and a home run. She's scored 3 times and has 2 RBI. Looks at a pitch down the middle for strike 1. Excuse me, 1 RBI that she has. No, that's 2. That's right. She drove in Wheeler with that home run. So a 1-1 count to Taylor. She's been dangerous all day. Ooh, gets her in the off speed.
Yeah, it confused her on that one. She was trying to just find a way to make contact and couldn't come up with anything.
So now a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Vincent trying to get this very dangerous batter out and get out of this inning with only 1 run scored. Gets a piece of that one and then dribbles it to third base. She picks up, throws up out, and that gets the 3rd out. So 1 run scored for Wallace. We'll take a break and go to the bottom of the 6th.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning in this. What's the opposite of a pitcher's duel, Adam?
Not a pitcher's duel?
Yeah, this has not been a pitcher's duel. 18 runs scored so far. Slugfest, that's it. 18 runs scored in 5.5 innings. The bats have been really hot for Wallace with the power and 4 home runs. Jones has equally been able to find success and has scored 7. So they're looking to cut into that lead again here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we go back to the top of the lineup for Jones. And this is Montana, the center fielder. She looks at a pitch up high for ball 1. She is 1 for 3 on the day. She has a single and a run scored. She's also struck out and grounded out to the pitcher. She gets a hold of this one, lifts it out to right field. It's kind of deep. Right fielder gets it at the warning track. So first batter out, fly out to the right fielder. This is Bailey on the mound for Wallace. She came in relief in the middle of the 4th inning. She'll be pitching to Moore, the second baseman. That one way up high for ball 1. Moore is 1 for 2 on the day, a single, an RBI, a run scored. She also has a strikeout and a walk. 2 runs scored on the day. She did score again in the 4th. That pitch on the outside, but not to where that pitch umpire has been liking it today. So Moore finds herself ahead 2-0. That pitch up a little higher, more to where the umpire likes it on the outside corner. So now 2-1 count to the second baseman, Moore. Bailey's pitch. That one drifts high. So now 3-1. Moore's going to be looking for a pitch here that she can do something with. Bailey gets the call, delivers. Moore gets underneath that one, skies it up. Second baseman's ready for it and squeezes it in. So back-to-back fly out and a pop out. And Jones finds itself with 2 outs quickly in this 6th inning.
Yeah, need to try to string together a couple of 2-out hits here, see if they can keep momentum with that home run, though, by Wallace just seems to zap the air out of them.
This brings Mizell, the third baseman, to the plate. We've seen her make a lot of great plays in the field today. She looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. She had a big double in the 2nd inning. But then got tagged out at second on a close throw. She also has a walk and a strikeout. She gets a hold of this one, flies it out, but just pops it to the second baseman. So a quick 1-2-3 outing for Bailey, and Jones is almost out of time. So we will take a break and go to the top of the 7th inning.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what we expect to be the 7th and final inning of this game between the Jones Bobcats and the Wallace State Lions. Wallace leading 11-7. Really had the hot bat, led by 4 home runs today. This is Vincent in the circle for Jones. She came in relief midway through this game. She will face the bottom half of the lineup for Wallace. This is Word, the designated player. She's 0 for 3 on the day. Pair of strikeouts and a ground out. She looks at ball 1 in the dirt. Wallace has scored in 4 of the 6 innings, looking to add to it here, get some more insurance runs. That ball up and outside. So Vincent finds herself in a 2-0 hole, behind 2-0 to the batter. Word looking to get her first offensive production of the day. Looks at that one outside. Very patient and wise on that one. So now a 3-0 count. And Wallace would love to get that leadoff runner on. Every time they've done that, they've had a lot of success today. That one right down the middle. Taken all the way, I believe, on that one. So now a 3-1 count to Word. Vincent pitches. That one a little bit higher, but still caught a strike. So now Vincent has worked it back to a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Word. Pitch. She swings, gets underneath it, flies this one out. Looks like the center fielder is going to be able to get in, gets underneath it, and squeezes it in for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, good pitch on that one. Got her a little bit ahead of it, so she lifted it up and flew out to center for the first out here. Might have a new batter coming in. Looks like number 16.
Number 16, that is going to be Amelia Sherrill. So she's coming in, pitch hitting for Foster, the shortstop. This is her first official at-bat of the year. She has have a run scored, so you assume she probably came in and pitched run in a situation and was driven in. She looks one low on the outside for ball 1. Cheryl is a sophomore pitcher for Wallace State. She watches that one come in and slice right across the plate for strike 1. It's now a 1-1 count on the pinch hitting Cheryl. Benson looks in and delivers, gets a hold of that one. Nice play by the shortstop, picks and throws, and a dig out by the first baseman for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, beautiful play right there. She did a backhand on it and bounced out of her glove, but she didn't panic. Came up and threw it in the dirt, but a nice clean stretch to be able to dig that one out. Just a beautiful play there defensively by Jones.
Yeah, Sawyer did a great job of picking that one up and finishing the play. So this brings Hall, the catcher. Oh, excuse me, I skipped ahead. Holly Hand, the dangerous Holly Hand. 3 for 3 today. 2 singles and a double, 3 RBI. So 2 outs, last batter for Wallace, but she wants to keep this going and put some more insurance runs up. The 0-1 pitch, outside, evens it up 1-1. Neither Jones pitcher yet has been able to get her out. That one high and inside, almost catches her in the mask. She steps out safely. So now a 2-1 count on the left-handed left fielder. She gets a rip on this one out to right field. And that one is down for a single. So, Holly Hand, 4 for 4 on the day. Can't ask for much better than that out of your 8-hole hitter.
Not at all. Great job there, especially the bottom half of that lineup. And that's one reason why they've been able to put 11 runs on the board today is not just a long ball. So everybody's been getting on base, and everybody's been able to come up, make some contact, and make things happen.
Yeah, you look up and down the lineup. They don't have a block of area where they've struggled. They've got production up and down the line. So this is Hall, the catcher. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Holly Hand will advance down to second on the wild pitch.
Yeah, she got a pretty good jump on that one, was able to jog over into second. As again, we talked about new netting, new facility coming up here at ICC, and noticing the balls are jumping off the back of the net a lot more than they used to at the ballpark.
That ball low in the dirt, but the catcher blocks it up. Keeps Holly Hand at second base, doesn't allow her to advance anymore. So Hall, the catcher for Wallace, finds herself ahead 2-0. Vincent trying to end this inning and end any chance for Wallace to score anymore. That pitch right down the middle for strike 1. So Vincent gets her call from the dugout. She'll deliver the 2-1 pitch. Up high. Moves to 3-1. Hall's been 0 for 3 on the day. Pair of flyouts and a pop out. She would love to have her first successful plate appearance and drive in another run to add to Wallace's lead. The 3-1 pitch. That one gets underneath it. Left fielder's going to charge. Foul. Good diving effort out there by Jackson, but she can't get to it.
Yeah, you got to love the effort. Not seeing anybody just give up on this one yet and try to make something happen for our team right there. But foul ball drops to the not the floor, but the ground, and we'll do it all over again.
So Hall gets back to the plate. Hollyhan goes back to second. She's got such speed, she was almost scoring by the time that ball hit the ground.
Yep.
So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Wallace trying to keep their batting alive. Fouls another one off the left. So keeping her bat alive, keeping the inning alive. Jackson tosses that one back in. So we'll do the full count once more.
Do want to remind everybody we'll have the D-Mac and Jones game coming up next following the conclusion of this one.
We invite everyone to stay tuned in for that. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Gets her on the 3rd strike off-speed pitch. So no runs in that inning for Wallace. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle in the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks, half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you? Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Try some for yourself. Yes.
No! Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Wallace State leading the Jones Bobcats 11-7, looking to close this out and take the victory. They've been all over it today with the long ball, but Jones has not given up either. And so we get the middle of the order here. First pitch in is a little outside as a ball 1 to Steverson, the designated player. She's 0 for 3 on the day, with a pair of ground outs and a fly out. Looking to find something positive here. That pitch outside as well. So she finds herself ahead, 2-0. Last chance for Jones. They got to find 4 to tie, 5 to win. Bailey still on the mound. Outside pitch again. So count goes to 3-0.
That was not a sponsor. That was
yeah. Somebody's
PA
got a fingers on a button somewhere there.
PA system. We had a little bit of a hiccup in it.
All right, the 3-0 pitch. Low and outside. Walked her on 4 straight pitches.
Well, that's what you got to do. You know, you got to get runners on the bags before you can even try to get this comeback, and a good job there, getting on drawing the walk and getting on base.
This will bring Fontenot, the shortstop. Well,
probably have a runner coming in this situation.
Pinch runner for.
Looks like 23.
23 for Jones. That is.
Just double check before we commit to that.
It's kind of hard to tell
Yep,
with the hair
23.
there. Aaron Dale, sophomore outfielder, coming into pinch run. Thank the umpire there for sharing that information. We don't always get that. So Fontenot, the shortstop, steps up to the plate. She's 1 for 3 on the day. 2 for 3 on the day. A pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. She takes ball 1 out in the dirt.
Right now, if I'm Jones,
You got to be patient.
Just say, continue to be patient here.
Bailey has thrown 5 straight balls. That one way into the left batter's box. That one a little more closer in. Gets a strike call there. Evens the count to 1-1 for Fontenot. But like you said, if you're Jones, you got to just take advantage of everything you can. Keep this game alive. She gets underneath that one, flies out to right. Right fielder gets up underneath it. The runner will go back to first, and that is your first out of the 7th inning.
Sounded really good off the bat. Just didn't quite square it up enough, and as you said, popped it up and out number 1.
Now coming to the plate, it's going to be Jones, the right fielder. Pride of Calhoun County, as Adam has shared with us. She hit that big solo home run back in the 5th inning. Is that her? Mm-hmm. Take strike 1, or did I get off somewhere?
Yes, Fontenot.
Okay, so that was Sawyer that led off with the walk and was replaced.
Yeah, this is 15 at the plate.
She fouls that one off to the right.
0-2 count.
0-2. Yeah, so excuse me. Sawyer led off, took the walk. That was Steverson that flied out. And we are with Fontenot now, the shortstop. Oh, 2 pitch is outside for ball 1.
Not a bad spot to miss. Got her chase one that was a little bit out of the zone earlier that she was able to foul off. So see if you can extend it a little bit there.
Bailey looks into the dugout for the pitch call. Delivers. Fouls that one back. Count stays 1-2. Fontenot looking for something to keep this inning alive. Advance the pinch runner. She gets underneath one, drops it out into the left field gap. So a C&I single drops out there. Now you got runners on first and second with only 1 out.
That's just one of those that she was able to muscle out there after getting jammed on the inside, and when it made contact with the bat, kind of on the small part of the barrel, you knew it had a chance to get over the head of the shortstop. So we talked about Jones not going quietly into the evening here.
So this brings up Jones, who had the big solo home run in the 5th. She looks at one in the outside corner for strike 1. She's 1 for 2 on the day. That home run, RBI, home run, a strikeout, and a walk. Bailey delivers. Flies this one up deep out foul territory. So now a 1-1-0-2 count to Jones. Bailey wants a new ball, asks the umpire to switch up and give her something clean.
But she was waiting for the umpire to say he's going to catch the ball. He finally said throw it to the catcher. She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
All right, Bailey trying to find a way to put her away and gets her to swing at one low, fouls it off the front of the plate. So the count remains 0-2. Runners will return at their bases. Jones battling to stay alive with 2 strikes, 1 out here, knowing that Jones needs to get those runners around. She needs to get on base herself. Far to the outside and low. Snap back throw to second, but the pinch runner Dale slides back in safely. So now a 1-2 count to Jones. Bailey looking to find that third strike. Outside again, ball 2. Evens it up, 2-all. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes on the right fielder Jones with 1 out. Runners on first and second. She almost wants to swing at that, wisely holds off as it stays outside. So Jones has battled back to a full count after being down 0-2 and having to foul off a couple pitches. So she's worked a long at bat here. See if she can make it pay off. Bailey sets and delivers. Shot out to right. And it is caught by the right fielder. Quickly thrown back in. So 2 away. Runners have to remain at first and second.
Yeah, that was one of those that, of course, we kind of blocked from our point of view here, but could have been trouble. But a good job out there in right field to get out there and collect that out because it was on a rope.
So Jones down to the last out of the game. This is the catcher, Chenault. She's 1 for 3 on the day, a single, a ground out, and a strikeout. She's got to do something productive to keep this game alive. She looks at strike 1, kind of low on the outside corner.
Yeah, some of the Jones fans getting vocal after that one.
Bailey looking to close this game out and get the victory for Wallace. Delivers that one way outside. Runners slip back into their respective bases. So now a even 1-1 count to the catcher, Chenault. The pitch outside again. So now 2-1 to the Jones catcher. Bailey looking to get that third out somewhere. Maybe induce a ground ball that would force out any plate. There's a grounder to the third baseman. She picks it up. She throws across to first, and that is going to wrap it up. 3 outs. Wallace will win this game 11-7. What do you want to do? Take it here or take a break?
We'll take a break, come back, look at some stats.
All right.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for your post-game recap between Jones College and Wallace State. Wallace State takes the game 11-7, powered by 4 home runs in this game. They scored 11 runs on 13 hits. Jones scored 7 runs on 11 hits. You just saw a lot of offense from both teams, Adam. There were some strikeouts early, but that kind of went away. Both teams using 2 pitchers apiece. I think really your standout in this game is going to be Rouse for Wallace with 2 big home runs, 4 RBI on the day. So I think she's the standout player of the game.
Absolutely. Our Samstown market star of the game, no doubt on that one, as she just tattooed 2 big-time home runs in that game. That really kind of shifted things in their momentum. We did see Jones start to get a little bit of momentum late, but that 4th and final home run of the game for Wallace kind of just did things in.
True.
Well, that's going to do it for this game here. We're going to be back in about 30 minutes with the next game, which should be Jones and DMAC back in 30 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network.